What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Man, Diddy is just getting this work from everybody. Like different people is coming out now that for years haven't said nothing. And of course, we can look at it and say, well, they're just saying that because they want money. They're just saying that because they're broke or whatever, right? Or it could be that folks are saying it because now they feel empowered to say it. Okay? Now they feel empowered to say it. Now, I want to talk about one of the dudes I grew up on. Cocaine. Y'all know, like when Snoop Dogg had left Death Row, and you know what I'm saying, like The Last Meal, if you heard that album on No Limit, and albums like that, we got a real big dose of cocaine. He kind of like a Nate Dogg kind of dude, not really like a singer, but you know, he like a gangster singer or whatever, you know what I mean? And you know, cocaine got some, you know, some hits. You know, we all love cocaine. You know, if you was, you know, in that G-Funk era back then in the day, we all like cocaine. You know, you're from Pomona, just like Sugar Free. You know what I'm saying? Real dude and all that. And he ain't the kind of person to be out there clout chasing and, you know, trying to bring attention to himself. That's why I deal with him. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of us in the West Coast respect him, because he not that kind of dude. You feel me? He not that kind of dude. But he recently was on a podcast with another legend. Shout out to my brother MC8. You know what I mean? Smooth Cut Production. Support our brothers over there. And you know what I'm saying? They just put something out there about Diddy that's real crazy, man. And like, man, let me just play this clip, man. We're gonna come back.
There, she was married to somebody from Compton at that time. The homeboy.
Hold on, Faith was married to somebody from Compton?
Yeah. So he was out there, right? Mm-hmm. And it was cool. So he said, we're going to the studio later that night. So we get to the studio. He's jamming, playing all the new stuff, you know, doing his little dancing and shit.
So he really be dancing, the animated and shit, dancing, doing all that stuff?
He was being.
Right, go on, bust a move. Nah. You want to right now. Look at it.
Hey, it never dawned on.
Shake his shoulders.
It never dawned on me, you know. He was being cool, like you cool, everybody in there cool. So I do my work, and he's like impressed and shit. You know, I did, sometimes I'm lonely. Mm-hmm. He said, we going to this poppin' club tonight. I said, okay. So I hop in the whip with him, nice little car. The dude pull out a tray full of ecstasy. It's no bullshit. And it's, you know, everybody knows, so it's a story. So I'm just telling the story. I said, nah, I don't want none. So we go to the club, and on the first floor, you know, it's cool. Everybody chilling. Second floor is cool. Everybody chilling. When we get up to the third floor, it's kind of different. It hit different. This dude over there doing something to that dude. This dude over there doing something to that dude. And we are in a round circle with bottles and shit. I didn't get nothing to drink either. I looked at this nigga like this.
Talking to Mike.
Like,
look at it. Give me that shit.
I was like, motherfucker, if you don't get me, I had that look. Like, no. He seen I went with the program.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So he dropped me off immediately, and I didn't see him no more. Next day, I was on the airplane, got my chalupas. And that was that. And I always kept that story to myself. You know what I'm saying? I just started sharing it because, you know, anybody do trafficking or whatever it is, you green, purple, blue, you know, because everybody say, especially us as people, they say, well, I always want to tear the black man down. No. What he did, it ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? But that's his business between him and God. Mm-hmm. But that was my experience, you know, with Mr. Diddy.
So, now I'm just be real. This is cocaine. A person who is never known for clout chasing nobody. A lot of us on the West Coast that like gangster rap, I ain't never heard nothing bad about him. I know folks close to the industry somewhat. I've never heard nothing about cocaine in a negative way at all. Just never heard of that. And again, he's talking about the drugs and he's talking about all this other stuff that possibly was trying to lead up to something. And you know what? I believe that this is true because you heard this from so many people. And I don't believe that he's saying that to go viral. I don't believe he's saying that to bring no hatred. I think he's saying that because it happened. You know what I mean? And Diddy do live that kind of dusty lifestyle. Like Cassie's husband said the same thing, that Diddy's gay. How would he know that? Because she know that. You know, Diddy's out here doing whatever he want to. And this is another thing too, man. I always want to go back to brothers getting money. Always want to go back to brothers having money. What do I want to go back to? I want to go back to, you're going to get a lot of dudes in your corner that are yes men. They're going to allow you to do whatever you want, tell you that it's cool, it's all right. And you know, the folks that should be stopping your ass like, yo man, you about to ruin your life, man. Are you crazy? Well, what's wrong with you, bruh? You need to get it together. Those are friends that really like you that's going to say that. But most dudes ain't going to say that because they don't want to get fired or they ain't trying to lose their position. They going to let you go ahead on and destroy yourself, bruh. And a lot of dudes do that. A lot of dudes get around other dudes that ain't got their best intention at heart. So those dudes end up falling by the wayside. You end up extra dusty. You end up extra crusty. You end up extra rusty. Everything extra you end up like. Everything. You end up losing it all over some foolishness that's silly and that's dumb. You know what I'm saying? I've seen it happen so many times in my life with black men that was talented. Went out there and got themselves in an ooh-wop and all of that. Got themselves messed up. And they're around folks who won't tell them the truth. Because you feel like you got the money, you can do whatever the hell you want to do. I bet you he changed that shit now, though. I bet you he'll stop that now if he ever gets a second chance, which he probably will never get a second chance. And brothers got to understand that this is what's going on. You know, you can't be out there just doing whatever you want because you got money. And then just, letting people see how you live and all that. If that's going to be the case, you need to go ahead on and do that in the privacy of the folks you want to do it with and not trying to convert nobody into getting their cheeks clapped, which that's not solid at all. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, Shady Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Preach for all you, just heard the bell. We're out.